Alright, Shalom. It's your brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Alright, as you can see on my screen, I have an update from the Washington Post. It says U.S. troops will stay in Afghanistan until America's civilians are out, Biden says. It says shift means August 31st withdrawal deadline could be missed. It says could be. No, it will be. All right, because prophecy says so. I'm going to go ahead and read Joel 3:1 and go ahead and expound. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there with my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Exactly. So he's going to gather all these nations, including these Edomites. And you have some Edomite territories such as Russia, America. Those are the big ones. You got Britain, all these different type of Edomite territories. And they're going to send their troops over into the valley of Jehoshaphat to fight the one big last battle. Biden is not bringing them out of Afghanistan. He even sent more troops over there. Obama said that he was going to bring them back. That never happened. August 31st. It's been delayed since Obama was in office. Okay, and it's been delayed for going on. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years now. 13 years. Okay, the troops were supposed to have been back in America. But prophecy says otherwise. Joel 3:2 again, it says, I will gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's Yahweh Shaphat. All right. That's where the decision is going to be made. Okay. And where the judgment is going to occur. Yahweh Shaphat will be in the Middle East. You got Iran, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, all those different type of nations, or not nations, but countries in that vicinity. All of that is where Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, is going to take play, you could say. When Yahushua comes back, he's going to crack the skies and teleport right to that location. That's where he's going to shoot his beams. Okay, that's where the chariots are going to destroy that place, and then he's going to get his elect. All of these things, the prophecies, are going to happen in a simultaneous manner. Okay, as we can see, it happening right now. Everything with the people getting juice, all right, which is gonna turn into people getting that thing, and y'all know what I mean. Okay, they're gonna end up getting that thing, and then after that, all we gotta do is look up. But simultaneously, because quote unquote, I'm saying quote unquote, our backs are going to be against the wall, because if we don't get that thing, we can't do anything. Okay? Literally. Life is extreme. It's going to be almost impossible. Okay? Because the scriptures even say it, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible for the Lord. Okay? So again, it says U.S. troops will stay in Afghanistan until all of American civilians are out, Biden says. I'm just going to read a little bit of this. It says, President Biden said in an interview with the ABC News, George Stephanopoulos, whatever, man, a terrible name, says Wednesday that U.S. troops will stay in Afghanistan beyond August 31st, if necessary, to evacuate any remaining Americans who wish to leave the country. Right. It says, if necessary. So pretty much what Biden is saying is, I'm going to keep those little puppets there as long as I deem necessary. He is the commander-in-chief, and he can make these type of moves. It says, quote, if there are any American citizens left, we are going to stay until we get them all out, end quote, Biden says. And even that statement right there is stupid inside of itself. How do you not know your own personnel? You should know exactly how many Americans are still over there in Afghanistan and how many you have to evacuate. All right, this is not a legitimate reason for you to stay in Afghanistan. This is just an excuse for you to be in Afghanistan. All right, and that's the Lord is the master of scenarios, straight up. The Lord is the master of scenarios. He will create a scenario in order for his plan to come to pass. And this is one of the scenarios. And I'm going to be real, it's slightly minuscule. Not, this ain't minuscule, this is major. All right, because these troops are staying in here. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and get that. Let's go to the King James. Let's go ahead and go to 1611. And let's go ahead and get that second Ezra 13. Okay? Because if there's no troops in the valley of Jehoshaphat, then this prophecy can't come to pass. But that's just speaking, because this prophecy will come to pass because there's troops in the Middle East right now. All right? Let's see. I'm just going to skip to the part where it speaks on, I'll start at 8. It says, 2 Ezra 13 and 8, it says, after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. Exactly. And the ones who were sore afraid, but yet there's fight because the Lord put the Spirit on them to do so, are these individuals that's spoken about right here in this article, the U.S. troops, okay? The Russian troops. All these troops that are going to be gathered here in the Middle East, all these are going to be scared, and yet there's fight. I forgot what president it was. I want to say it was Ronald Reagan, where he says just loosely paraphrasing, if there was a extraterrestrial being that came and to oppose us, we can all put our differences aside and fight together as one against that one thing. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yahushua and the multitude of angels are going to crack the sky from another dimension. Yes, they are going to crack the sky from another dimension. I have to say it again, emphasizing that because a lot of people don't think that's true. One more time, they will crack the sky from another dimension to come and fight these peons who have been gathered in the valley of decision. Simple. And that's 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right? Again, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as I saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, and they were all mixed together. This is the best way Ezra can describe a laser beam coming from Yahushua's chariot. Simple. One more time. This is explaining a laser beam coming out of Yahushua's chariot. Okay? It says the blast of fire and the flaming breath and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. Right. A multitude of troops, tanks, airplanes, all these things prepared to fight the Heavenly Father's Son, whose name is Yahushua, to come and ruin these people. That's who were prepared to fight. So August 31st withdrawal is not according to prophecy. Them troops are staying there. Okay? And there will be a draft. I believe. That's me speaking as a man. Okay? It says the United States and other countries operated evacuation flights from Afghanistan into Wednesday. Though not all those seeking to leave the country were able to reach the Kabul International Airport, the Taliban erected checkpoints throughout the capital and near airport's entrance, beating some Afghans who attempted to cross and intimidating others, according to reports in eyewitnesses' account. The military is there to stay, okay? This is, it says U.S. troops, again, the title, U.S. troops will stay in Afghanistan until all American civilians are out, Biden says. Right, but you just sent troops over there last week, thousands of troops. So, of course, they're going to stay there. What, those thousands of troops are going to stay for a week and then bounce? No, when you set different post up. They're there and established until the work is complete. From my recollection, Taliban has control of the entire country of Afghanistan, except a little section called Kabul, where y'all are trying to evacuate from. And after that's done, they'll take over everything. America doesn't lay over that, that easily. It's all part of a plan. They still want their foot into something. Okay? Back to Joel 3. I'm going to skip to verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. All right? Wake up the mighty men. Let all men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Exactly. Those are agricultural tools that are turned into violent weapons, meaning it's time to go to battle. It's time to go to war. The scriptures say the Most High is a man of war. He loves the war. He loves war. He wants someone to put up a fight when he comes back, which is only going to take an hour. Okay, verse 10 it says, verse 11 it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. He wants the best of the best, your cream of the crop, Esau, Moab, Elam, Ishmael, okay? So on and so forth. He wants the cream of the crop. He don't want no punk bitches. You could say, all right? Even though that's exactly how y'all gonna go out, okay? Give me one moment. Give me 1 second, y'all. Salaki. All right. So he wants the cream of the crop and so what y'all have to offer. All right. So I'm gonna get this last precept because this is gonna show that all y'all gonna get judged. And I'm talking about you heathen nations. Ooh, y'all gonna get judged, man. Jeremiah 25. Let's see. 25 and 18, I'll start 18. To wit Jerusalem, the city of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment and hissing and a curse, as it is the day. All right, verse 19. He's listing all the nations that are not going to get by the Lord's judgment. So Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Ahaz, or Salakia, Azah, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and all the Salakia, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan, and Tema, Buz, and all that are in the utmost corners, all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of Medes. It says, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world. That includes everybody right there. And all the kingdoms of the world, which are upon the face of the earth, the king of Shishak shall drink after them. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, which means, the word host means armies. It says, the power of Israel. Drink ye, and be drunken, and spew, and fall, and rise no more, because the sword which I will send among you. Verse 28, and it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall surely, Salakia, ye shall certainly drink. Verse 29, for lo, I begin to bring an evil on the city which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly unpunished? Exactly. Israel has been getting jacked up left and right for the longest, okay? But by who? You heathens. So what makes you think y'all gonna go unpunished? Continuing, it says, ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts. All right. It says, therefore prophesy thou against them all with these words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. It says, he shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. It says, last thing, 31, it says, a noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, and the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Okay? Simple and plain as that. So you U.S. troops who got commands to go over there into the Middle East, that is your death wish. Yahushua is going to destroy you. Okay? Yahushua is going to destroy the ones who sent you over there. Okay? You Americans are through. Okay? All the people of the earth, you're through. Destruction is coming way sooner than what you or me believe. The prophecy says so. The book says so. All right? Prepare for battle, you Edomites. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai, Lord willing. This was edifying. We give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the 11144 first fruit, Brother Kashaquan. Until the next time, Shalom.